I have been crying for the last hour and a half. The most happiest breakthrough tears I have ever experienced. These are the happiest tears, and I don't know if you can relate, but there's a difference between being happy about, like, when I got my karaoke machine and my first car, and like that's happy, and like I screamed and I cried. But happy new moon solar eclipse energy, transformational energy happening to us all right now, and we're all ready for a breakthrough, so stay with me. This is transformational. I have had this tree of life necklace for like 10 years, and everything that I have been working towards in mind, body, soul, and spirit, I kind of put behind this, knowing that I was creating my tree of life. And I want to cry again. And I did. And it took self-discipline. I read so many books. I took the time, I made the time to learn about energy, to put it into every single day, to take the wisdom and not just go, oh, that sounds great, and oh, that resonates, but then don't do anything about it. Every single day, I made it my mission to know that I am the only one, and you are the only one that can create the thoughts, that can create the goals, that can create the life that you want by deciding every moment how you're going to spend it. And is each moment doing something that's helping you grow and get to your goals? And for me, if you're following me, thank you. I love you. If not, join me, because I talk all the time about, pushing yourself past your own limits, past your own beliefs. Like, we have to change everything that we've ever learned in order to break through. And this necklace, when I went to put it on, it just broke. It just broke. Because it's time for me to realize that I am creating a whole new tree of life. And it's your turn too. So please know that if you believe something to be true, it's up to you to make it a reality. And it really does begin with your thoughts. And we have to understand that we've been conditioned and brainwashed and by all sources throughout our life. And only as you get a little bit older do you start to question things. And as soon as that happens, fantastic. Now you can have your breakthrough. What happens when you do is miracles. Like, I am experiencing absolute miracles. And I know they're not even, they're just a daily occurrence once you can actually train your brain to know it's possible, and then take those inspired actions, whether they make sense or not. Please know that all of my choices, to anyone who's stuck in rational thought, it makes no sense. But I'm telling you from experience, anything can happen, because I am now living the absolute biggest dream life I've ever desired, and for like 10 years have been working towards. And every book that I've read, I'm now surrounded by the most beautiful souls who emulate that. And I feel and know that the angels brought me here, and that I'm so protected and so guided. And I want you to know that that is exactly the same for you if you tap in, tune in, turn on. That's Abraham Hicks. She's fantastic. Watch her too. Because if you're filling your mind with nonsense and not the wisdom that's going to like enhance everything about your entire life, because it's not about being happy with just material things. It's knowing that if you can discover what it is, like, I want to create and I want to connect and I want to do things that that are fun, and I want to meet new people, and I want to go to new places, and I'm a free spirit. And if you can relate, well, then most of society's standards and expectations are not suitable. So then you're going to have to break the mold, baby. You're going to have to step outside of the box, because there's just no other way unless you choose to, and then take the actions. And it's a lot of work to like keep pushing yourself, but who's going to love you more than you? You got to be like, I know that I had to be self-discipline, determination, like never ever giving up, regardless if things in the moments didn't seem to work out. You have to understand it's happening for a reason, and what can I learn from this? And I'm now looking back at like how every single thing that happened to me that I thought was a challenge at the time was the greatest lessons that brought me here. And I'm only here now because I learned those lessons, which gave me the confidence to be in this position now, going, you know what? I got this. You know what I mean? It's the momentum, and because we can stay playing a victim to everything that happens in life, or just go, okay, that happened, and how can I heal from it, and what do I need to let go of, and what can I learn, and then take it as that stepping stone, okay, and don't have any fear moving forward, because once you know better, you can do better, and you have to remember that, because often it's the things that happened in the past that actually set the subconscious up for, you know, you want to try something like it again, and you get that trigger that's like, oh, but that happened, and what if, and well, what if it's different because you're different? What if it's not going to play out the same? And it's up to you if you want to focus on that and think about it. Well, if you focus about it, you'll bring it about. So don't do that. Be like, okay, no, wait, I learned my lesson. So that means moving forward, if that happens again, I'm going to see it from 10 feet away, you know, or more, hopefully, and do something different, right? It's, you know, never what happens to us. It's how we react to it that matters. So please, please, I'm sharing this because it is so absolutely fulfilling to know, like, I get to live now every single day doing what I have been writing in my journal, wellness planner. I am wellness. Just for today, we've got to set our intentions. Don't get overwhelmed, please, with thinking too far ahead. Just for today. What can you do today? What is divine timing allowing you to do today that's going to bring you closer to everything that you truly want? That's the objective. And so I created this planner. This well, I actually called it, because it is all-in-one planner, tracker, checklist, journal, because over all these years, I was doing all of these things in separate places and was like, I wanted it in one book. And then I was like, well, how do I do that? And you Google it. And then I found out like how to create things on Canva. Okay. And then how do you create things on Canva? How do I bring that to Canva to like KDP and put it on Amazon? And you know what? If you ask YouTube, they'll teach you everything. So you can figure it out. But again, what are you doing with each minute in your today? We all have the same 24 hours. If you haven't heard this before, everybody has the same 24 hours. So the people who are living a different life are probably doing something different with their 24 hours. You know, if you've got free time, every free minute I got, I'm working towards a goal within them. Like the goal can simply be, and a lot of the times, what? Self-worth, my self-love, work on believing in myself, getting past blocks, removing whatever doesn't serve you anymore. Like, you know, having more gratitude. I put these things in the journal. Like, what are you going to focus on your intention for the day? Like, start to care about your morning routine. For so many years, probably all of these 10 years, I think so. I need 2.5 hours in the morning to set my intentions and my vibration for the day. These little things, you might be like, what's the point? Those little things every single day, even if it's 10 minutes for 365 days, do the math. You're that much closer towards being a whole new you from the inside out, which is the goal. It's You can't be like, oh, I'll believe it when I see it. You have to believe it to see it. Did I even say that the right way the first time? Okay, does this make sense? I hope that this is, oh my goodness, it's so divine to know that it's possible, and just make the time to take the time, like these simple things. Like, did you drink water? Did you choose to be in silence? Oh, can we talk about that? So many people won't even take the time to be in silence. And I don't know if you realize, if you don't take the time to be in silence, then that means your own imagination, your own brain can never turn off enough to get calm enough to just hear your own soul and intuition in order to be guided. Otherwise, you're always looking outside of yourself for the answers when they're within you. Please understand that, because this is such a pinnacle point to understand, to really break through. Break through. Create a whole new tree of life for yourself. And the pinnacle thing about this was when I was walking through the forest, when I was changing my life drastically 10 years ago, and a tree was cut down, and out of the stump was a brand new tree growing. And I thought, that is profound, because that means the life, the family tree, all of it, I could cut it down and grow a whole new tree. And how about I do that for myself? And this is before I even knew what a tree of life was. The tree of life holds that very, very deep spirituality too. But when you start, and then I started thinking deeper, like, you have to prune some of the branches. Think of what nature naturally does. Knocks leaves off, knocks branches off. Like, what in your life needs to, do you need to cut a few branches off, or you need to cut your tree down and regrow? Like, look at your life and the people, places, and things that are all around you that make you think that that's you. But is that you? Because you're not a tree. You're not stuck. You don't need to think, feel, or believe anything that you think you do, unless you really look at it and decide if something needs to be pruned, something needs to be removed from your thoughts, beliefs, habits. And when you do that, it's like, I call it the onion layer. Start taking the layers away. Like, what do I do that for? And why am I feeling that way? And what, really look at it. Go, do I want that? Is this really like what? And please know what it is you do want, because I'm talking from the perspective that I already know, because I think it's, you just want to correct me if I'm wrong, leave a comment, leave a question. Don't you just want to be free? And what I mean by free is that every day you're waking up knowing that you're doing something that you love, that it's serving others in a way that's like outside of the box, that you're honoring like your creativity, that you're finding a way to like have the time and make the time to do the things that keep you inspired. You start to dream again, dreaming bigger, knowing that anything is possible, and then taking those little steps towards it every day, like, starts to transform your whole life into a different momentum than the same old, same old. That's everybody that knows me knows I can't handle if I ask somebody how is it going and they say that, because then I know, I think you're decaying, because if you're not pushing yourself to grow, what are we living for? We're a soul having a human experience, where this is the only place that we can feel all of these things that are not just love and light, because that's what we really truly are, born, and we'll go back to pure love and light. But here on earth, as a human, we chose to, please know that this, we charted this from the other side. Leave a comment if you want me to do a video about that, about how we actually charted everything. When you go back, you review everything and all the fun stuff about being a soul, having a human experience. But this is it. We are here to do that. And we have to experience the contrast, because you can't on the other side. So you need the darkness to remember the light, to really grow into. And we're here to don't let the darkness knock the light out of you. Shine brighter and light up the darkness. Does that make sense? I am here because I am being divinely guided, and I know the angels told me in angel card readings, I want to share. I want to share and inspire and motivate and educate anyone and everyone who's ready to rise and shine and live your best life. And I'm telling you, it's from the inside out. It's not the outside in. You're never going to get the thing and think that that's fulfillment for long term. It's all superficial, instant gratification that wears off way too quick. And we've been conditioned to think that that's happiness. It's not. Happiness is when every day you love your life, and every way you love yourself the same way that you can love your life in every way. Oh, that just came to me. I love you. I love you, beautiful souls. I can see and understand every soul that crosses my path because I see the soul, not the human what have yous, but I see souls, and I know every one of us is a beautiful soul because we came from the other side and we're one, we're united, and we have to remember that. And so just live your divine life, your fingerprint. I've made other videos about this kind of stuff. This is what I love to talk about. Think about how incredible it is. You have one fingerprint that's not the same as anyone else ever, not born before you or after. Forever you, only you. So why are we being told to fit in? Stand out, be you. No more excuses. If you want to do something, figure it out. Take the time to make the time to do the research. Like, there's a will, there's a way. You've heard this before, and I've been living it, just going like every day going, and then again, get silent, get clear. You'll have an instinct. Oh, maybe I should do this, or I should do that, or I'm going to check that out. And when you start doing the research, all these ideas come, and away you go, because you're not being distracted, scrolling or watching something. Oh, I just want to turn everything off. You want to turn everything off because you're not happy on the inside. So you want something to just superficially, quickly get that feeling to go away. But I'm telling you, you can live your life happy every single day, every single day. Okay. I'll leave you with that. I love you. I love you. I'm just going to sit in this vibe, and I hope that you will too. Take the time and know that this is a new moon and a solar eclipse, an incredible energy that is allowing us the moment to shape shift our lives. Wishing everyone so much love and light as we rise. Yes, you got this. I love you. Much love.